This is the kettlebell clean and press. So we are combining a lower body and an upper body in one movement here. As I've got in the description, an alternate here would be to combine or separate out those two exercises. So if you're not up to doing this exercise, you can do an RDL and a press. So that would look a little something like this. So that's your RDLs. So separate those out because that way you're working on that hinge pattern, and then you could also separately do your pressing movements. However, if, for instance, you have done my beginner kettlebell program, which I would highly recommend to anyone who is not yet confident in kettlebell exercises, because it's going to teach you the basics. You can spend as long as you need to on that program before progressing back into my ongoing hybrid kettlebell program. However, if you're here and you know what you're doing, let's go through the clean and press as it appears in the program for this block. So, clean and press. So you are going to start in that position. You're going to hike past the kettlebell's back and clean that kettlebell up into the rack position. So it looks a little something like this. In rack position here, you're looking for that nice close forearms. They should be reasonably vertical. You're in a stacked plank position. So here your glutes are engaged. Your kneecaps are squeezed up to engage your quads. Your core is nice and tight. Naturally, that should be in a brace position. As you go to press, you can take a breath in and back down. So I am bracing throughout that press in particular because that is likely to be the hardest part of this exercise. So you want to choose, if you've got unlimited kettlebells here, choose a pair of kettlebells that are pretty heavy. Maybe you can press them 8 to 10 times maximum, right? These are 24s here, so I often roll with these ones at the moment. And I've deliberately given you a rep range to work on. So that is because kettlebells tend to make big jumps. So I want you to work each set until you feel like you've got about 2 reps left in the tank. That is an RPE 8. All right, so going to clean, you're going to roll through your sets. So clean, press, and then you're going to re-clean it. So you're stringing your exercises together. All right, until you hit that point, you're like, ooh, I feel like I've got 2 reps left in the tank. It probably will slow down a bit. That's an objective sign that you are getting fatigued. Pop the bells down. That is 1 set. No matter what the number is that you achieve on that first set, once you've had an adequate rest, you come back to do another set. You don't necessarily have to achieve that same number again. So, say I did 6 on the first set. You want to then train and work on that second set. If you get to 5 reps and you're like, oh, I've only got 2 reps left, stop there. This is how we're going to reduce the chances of you getting overtrained and injured. All right, that is the clean and press as it appears in the program. Remember, if you're not up to doing these, you can go back, do the beginner kettlebell program, or you can separate out the exercises. You're also welcome to sub in other alternatives, which I will list at the top in the exercise description.